You're listening to Week 15 NFL Picks with Uzi. We just had an insane blowout game between the Chargers and Raiders, 63-21. I remember the score was 55-7 at one point. The Raiders could have easily scored 80 points on that horrendous Chargers team. But they pulled a Kevin O'Connell at the end and decided to get conservative. Right after the game, the Chargers fired Brandon Staley, a man who should have been fired a long time ago. Big move for LA. Hopefully they get a somewhat decent interim head coach to finish off the season. First game is on Saturday. We got Saturday games back. Vikings and the Bengals facing off. Josh Dobbs was unfortunately benched this week, which is ridiculous. I'll tell you why. If you actually sat through that boring-ass game last week against the Raiders, then you'll realize he wasn't necessarily the problem. His receivers couldn't catch shit. Addison dropped some. Hawkinson dropped a couple. Josh Oliver, the other tight end, dropped a crucial pass. And you put all the blame on Dobbs? On top of that, he couldn't even get some passes off because of the piss-poor performance from the O-line. They looked like their pads were made out of paper plates. They were so soft. Nick Mullins will be starting, and I'm still confident we will come out with the victory. I'm not too worried about the Bengals, even though they balled out last week against the Colts. Give me Minnesota, winning by 7. Next up, we have the Steelers and Colts going at it. We ain't taking the Steelers seriously. This team lost to the damn Patriots. The 2-10 Patriots, are you kidding me right now? I'm taking the Minshew Mafia to have a bounce-back game after that ass-whooping Cincinnati gave him. Give me Indianapolis, winning by 10. Next up, we have the Broncos and Lions facing off. Detroit! What the hell happened last week? You lost against the Bears by 2 scores? The Chicago Bears beat you by 2 scores? Is this real life? And you think you stand a chance against this red-hot Broncos team? Stop it. I'm taking Russell Wilson, whooping Detroit by 17 big ones. The Lions may have the biggest fall-off of the season. I mean, they went from looking like the scariest team in the NFL to not even being able to beat teams in their own division. Next game, we have the Saints and Giants facing off. The New Orleans Saints have no idea who they're messing with. Tommy DeVito will run all over their defense. See, this is what you need to succeed in the NFL these days. A damn hybrid. A quarterback that can run the ball and pass. The Tom Brady's and Peyton Mannings and all the other pocket-passing QBs in the past would have a tough time playing in today's era. You need to be able to be mobile and use your legs to get out of trouble. This is what a guy like Tommy DeVito brings to the table. And if you look at all the top teams in the NFL, they all have a dual-threat quarterback. Think about it. The Eagles have Jalen Hurts. The Chiefs have Mahomes. The Bills have Josh Allen. And the Ravens have Lamar Action Jackson. If you want to draft a franchise quarterback, you better invest in a dual-threat QB. Give me Tommy and the Giants over the Saints by 3. Next up, we have the Bears and Browns facing off. Justin Fields is saving the Bears' season. Ever since he came back from the injury, he's been playing lights out. He's really trying to drag this team into the playoffs. Now, is it possible? Probably not. But they're starting to look like real contenders with that offense. Their performance last week against the Lions really showed us that they want all the smoke. Give me Chirac, winning by 10. Next up, we have the 1-12 Panthers versus the ATL Falcons. Oh, hell no. Who the hell is actually sitting on their couch and watching this game? Nobody on planet Earth is watching this game. Everybody's either going to work, and if it's their day off, they'll go and find some work to do. I got this game ending in a tie, 0-0. Next game, we have the Bucs and Packers going at it. Jordan Love and the Cheeseheads barely got beat by the Giants last week. I don't think the Packers did too bad. This loss really all came down to the poor performance from the rush defense, allowing Tommy DeVito and Saquon Barkley to run for over 150 yards. If their run defense can step up and stop Rachaad White this Sunday, the Bucs are in for a special surprise. If not, the Bucs will be coming out with the victory over the Packers. Now, I do see the Packers defense stepping up, so give me the Cheeseheads, winning by 3. Next game, we have the Dolphins and Jets bumping heads. Zach Wilson had a phenomenal game last week. Probably the best game of his career. 27 of 36, 300 yards and a touchdown. Damn! Who the hell does this man think he is? This game will be a heavy offensive matchup between both teams. Zach Wilson should have another great game, but I gotta give Miami the edge. There's no stopping that ferocious offense. Give me the Dolphins, winning by 7. Next game, we have the Patriots and Chiefs bumpy heads. I know this might be extremely surprising, but I have the Patriots and Zappy, Zeke, and Juju to shock the NFL world and upset the Chiefs on Sunday. Is this realistic? Hell no! But this season is all about the unexpected. Put your money on the Patriots because they will somehow find a way to embarrass the Chiefs in Foxborough. If they end up blowing out Kansas City, I wouldn't be surprised. This team is just not the same. Next up, we have the Texans and Titans going at it. CJ Stroud is still in concussion protocol, so this offense will be lost. When CJ went down with an injury last week, they didn't know what to do, showing us how much this man means to this offense. Titans coming off a big win against the Dolphins, and I do see them winning in back-to-back games. This Texans offense just does not look respectable without their head honcho C.J. Stroud playing. Give me the Titans winning by 7. Next up, we have the 49ers and Cardinals going at it. Is this even a question? Is this even a question? And we don't need to analyze, review, or break down anything. The 49ers will cremate the 3-10 Cardinals. Give me the Niners winning by 50 big ones. Next up, we have the Commanders and Rams facing off. The Commanders still haven't fired Ron Rivera. I told you to get that man out of Washington. This team will not go far with him being the head coach position. They are coming off a bye week, and they will run right into a brick wall. This Rams team is pissed off. Barely got beat by the Ravens in overtime. Cooper Kupp went crazy. Puka had a great game. Stafford and this Rams offense is starting to look unbelievable. I'm taking the Rams over the Commanders by 7 points. Next game, we have the Cowboys and Bills facing off. The Dallas Cowboys have been on a roll lately, but they will be stopped this week by the Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen should have a field day against the Cowboys secondary. James Cook will run all over the defense, and the Cowboys will look absolutely lost against them. See, this team is great when it comes to hiding their flaws. But like a crystal ball's view, I can see right through you, Dallas. You're not who you think you are. Give me the Bills, winning by 10. Next game, we have the Ravens and Jags going at it. OBJ is really back. And I thought he was washed up and dried up, but the man can still catch these deep balls like it's 2016. He had close to 100 yards and a touchdown. Lamar had over 300 yards. This offense has been electric all season. The Jags coming off a loss against the Browns. Trevor Lawrence threw 3 picks, sacked 4 times. It's starting to look like things are taking a turn for the worse in Jacksonville. The offense needs to step up if they even want to come close to winning this one over B-More. I don't believe the offense will improve this week, so give me the Ravens winning by 3. Final game of the week, we have the Seahawks and Eagles going at it. The Eagles coming off a big loss against Dak and the Cowboys. The Seahawks have lost 4 games in a row. Even though their schedule has been tough, they're just not doing enough to win games. So I'm taking the Eagles to bounce back this week and come out with the victory. And there it is, folks. Week 15 NFL Picks with Uzi.
You dig it, sucker.